Hello everybody, how is it going? Welcome to another educative video. So today I want to answer the question if going for the legs, even on assault max, is a viable strategy or not. So I came across the question when I took a look at my own assault max, and I tend to strip down the legs pretty much in terms of armor because I want to have the weight for more weapons, more ammunition, more heatsinks or other stuff that I can put into the mag. So usually I'm taking an amount of around 42, which is just enough. And I'm doing it because I constantly try to hide my legs in cover and just expose my upper body when I'm fighting. When I'm in the open, however, my legs will be exposed. And then sometimes, just sometimes, one of the enemy, or maybe two or more, just destroy one leg and then I'm pretty much food as an assault mag. Also, I used to store my ammo in the legs for the same reason, because they are not exposed that much. And maybe you can pull off an ammo explosion causing a destruction of the side torso, because the damage will transfer from the leg to the side torso and eventually to the center torso. So that was my aim in this video. And on top of that, if you manage to kill both legs or destroy both legs of an enemy mag, then it can be salvaged and you will get some salvage bonus in terms of Sibyls. So that is also a very nice addition to that one. And yeah, I wanted to find out if that is a viable strategy. And there are some games that are coming, and maybe we find an answer to that question today. Alright, this is the first game that I'm playing. I'm playing the Locust 1V in a large pulse laser loadout. I chose a light mag here because I wanted to separate the enemy, and I went exclusively for the legs, or at least I tried here. So what I did, I rushed the front line here to find some separated targets, and there was a Timberwolf. So what I did here is I popped that UAV just to make sure that nobody is following me. I found that Supernova, but he was too scary to fight alone. Instead, again, I went for the Timberwolf and I tried to chew on his legs. Dropped that artillery strike to remove some general armor from him, but he did not take the bait. I couldn't lure him into that. Instead, I tried to position myself behind him. And at that point, he was turning around and I needed to get to cover. And now you can see the drawback of the strategy here. Now his legs are completely in cover and I only can shoot his left torso. So this is a bit awkward. My strategy is now broken, and at the same time my team is coming in and they are totally destroying him. So his right torso is already open and I can't seem to destroy even one leg before he gets critted in the center as well and dies a horrible death by engine destruction. So it just did not work. It just did not work, and I'm kind of sad that my team came in that way. But we still have some encounters left. So I chose the Supernova as my next target, and as you can see I'm just hiding behind that thing here, trying to dodge the shots from that Kodiak, and he is forcing me back to cover pretty much. So I couldn't really go for the target, I could not sustain the damage to the legs, and instead I'm just harassing the Kodiak a bit. But again, he gets to cover and I can't do anything about it. And I found a Mad Dog in the water. He is pretty much alone, perfect target for me. I could just go for my target here. Could just go for my objective, destroying his legs. And unfortunately at this point I saw that there were missiles coming out of his side torsos and I needed to run now. I wanted to get to the island, and while doing so I shot his legs constantly. But still, the damage output is not too crazy here with my large pulse laser. By the way, I went for a light mag because I wanted to skirmish. I wanted to go to separated targets as I'm doing here. And as you can see already, my team is coming in and is destroying his right side torso. So that was popped so easily, and only sustained damage will eventually destroy the leg. At this point I was like, okay, he is basically leg, let's go in, maybe I can just position myself behind him and destroy the second leg as well. But again, at the same time, my team is shooting at him and they are dealing just so much damage because they focus on the torso. And I overheat before I can strip him off his second leg. So I would say this encounter again went not down so well for my leg attempt here. I'm shooting the wrong torso and he was getting down there. So we are skipping a bit because it takes some time before we get into the next encounter. Let's see the next one. Alright, we are encountering a fresh supernova who is just trying to destroy me. I dropped the airstrike again just to remove a bit of his overall armor to have it a bit easier to destroy his legs. But again, he is having so much armor on the legs that my single large pulse laser, it just can't do it. It can't do it on its own. We have some backup from that light mech on the right side here, but he is focusing again on his side torso and not on the legs. So I am the only one shooting his legs at the moment, and it's getting red and redder, but it is just not enough. My team takes him down before I actually can do something here. The Hunchback, however, is a different story. I got his leg, but at the same time he was caught out so easily by that concentrated fire. It was just pointless pretty much going for that. So this attempt as well, it did not go down that well, and yeah, I thought about let's bump up the damage a bit. So this time I'm playing my Battle Master. I am having 5 large pulse lasers now, so this is 5 times the firepower of my Locust, and I'm rushing the front line here just because I want to have fresh targets for my study. And I should be right, I found a Highlander 2C which was accompanied by a Battle Master, and as you can see I'm just constantly going for the leg, ignoring everything else. My team is following up, of course, but the good thing is that they are in cover and I can just shoot them at my will here. So managed to destroy the armor of the right leg, but then the Battlemaster pulled back and now I have to face the Highlander. Same with him here. Unfortunately I overheat here. I had not enough cool shots again to just shoot them both, but we destroyed the leg of the Highlander 2C, which was good. Now he is pinned down at that point, but as you can see his armor is red all over the place. So my team again, they just went for the upper torso, of course. So a single kill, a solo kill by just destroying the leg is extremely hard to pull off. Now the good thing is that he backed up and he was right in front of me and I got the kill for him. So in this scenario here, going for the legs was kind of viable, but at the same time the enemy was shooting my friends for a long time. And if he would have shot me, I would probably be dead by now. Anyway, we're going for the legs of the Supernova, same thing as before. My team is just going for the center torso and that one was taken down very easily. So next encounter, we are facing a Supernova which is in the open. I am able to shoot the legs and I will go for the right leg here, but then he gets to cover and the legs are not exposed anymore, and that is the big problem of that. So when you have the strategy to go exclusively for the legs, at some point the enemy will get to cover and then you can just shoot the upper body and your priority target, your primary target is just hidden from you. And if you want to go and commit to that one, you need to be very careful, because you will take a big risk just going in like that and trying to get the leg instead of just shooting the upper torso from a safe distance. So I think that is the big takeaway for this one. Anyway, we are going over to the next encounter, which will be a direwolf. This will pop up in a second here. And there he comes. I'm again shooting his legs and he is already very damaged. So I have no idea what he was like, if he had armor at all on the legs, or if my friends just went for that. But it seems to me that this special one here had very low armor on the legs and was stripped down a bit. And then my team decided to commit on the leg and I got the kill here. So in some points, when you see that the enemy has an open leg, then just go for it. But don't commit to it from the start. It's just not good, I would say. So I tried this today in light mechs, I tried this in assault mechs, and I think the best strategy is just to go for the upper torso, just destroy side torsos, destroy center torsos, and I think that's the most efficient way to take down a mech. I hope you learned something today. Please let me know your experience of shooting legs in the comments down below. I am very interested in that. Are you going for it, or are you just ignoring it? But in any case, I would really appreciate if you would leave a like or subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support me, then go down below in the description. There's a link to my Patreon page. There you can support me with a bit of money if you want. And I hope to see you on the battlefield, everybody. Goodbye.